Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't seen it yet, your 2019 forecast is up and out there for your viewing pleasure. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website addressed below. With that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what this week has in store for you, Cancer. What are you removing, releasing or letting go of from your life this week? And this week you get... oh, interesting. You get the Wheel of Fortune. This is an interesting card to get as in terms of what you're letting go of. And it feels to me, the words that I'm actually hearing in my mind are, I'm letting go of chance. I'm taking the bull by the horns, right? And this is brilliant because what it effectively means is rather than leave things to luck, rather than leave things to chance, rather than trusting that it's all going to work out, it's almost like you're saying to yourself, I'm going to make sure it's going to work out. And this very much feels to me in response or in relation to something that you have. It's almost like there's an event that's already taken place and you're saying, you know what, I can either choose to let that hold me back or define me, you know, and colour the decisions that I make from here on in, or I can take control of this situation and release it and start to do what I can to make it, make the outcome what I want it to be rather than leaving it to chance. This is interesting because the Wheel of Fortune is luck, it's abundance, it's also synchronicity. It's about the work that we've put in finally coming back to us, whether that's good work, whether it's, you know, bad work, whatever it is that you've put in. The Wheel of Fortune sees you getting back what you've put in. You know, it's like that payback card, and it can be good, it can be bad, whatever it is. Whatever you've sown is whatever you will reap. And if this is what you're letting go of, it feels to me like you're no longer leaving things to chance. It kind of feels like you're saying, you know what, I'm not going to let it just, you know, come into being and whatever the outcome it wants to be. I'm going to make it the outcome that I desire. I'm going to make it the outcome that I choose. And that's a really good place to be in, actually, because that's what co-creating your destiny is actually about, right? It's about you putting in your efforts and saying, right, this is what I want to happen and this is what I'm prepared to put in order for that to happen. Okay, so what are you working on now? This is like what's at the forefront. And this week you get the Five of Wands. This is interesting because I kind of feel, you know, especially in relation to this week, it feels very much to me that this is actually about negotiating. It's about saying, right, okay, this is what I want. This is how I intend for things to happen. That's what you're doing with the, you know, the card that you're letting go. So you're letting go of this idea of chance. You're letting go of this idea of, you know, just leave it up to the fates and it will be what it will be. Whereas what you're working on now is the Five of Wands. This is about establishing yourself within the group. Usually Cancerians are quite happy to sort of sit back, you know, they'll provide the place, they'll provide the food, the snacks, the drinks, and kind of let everybody else get on, and they'll put in their input when they want to. I kind of feel like this week you're taking command of the group. This is the week where you say, actually, this is the way that I perceive that is the best way to go forward. This is what I would like to happen. This is what my desires are. You know, in the best possible way, you're getting selfish this week. I kind of feel like it's almost like I'm done with being on the sidelines. Now it's time for me to step forward. I'm either going to be the main event, main attraction, or I'm not taking part. And that's not actually a bad thing. You know, sometimes to be self-preservation or to be self-centered is actually a very good thing, especially if you spent a long time doing or being for other people. If you are watching for a Cancerian, make sure that you can meet their needs, or you can at least provide the space for them to meet their needs this week, because I kind of feel like otherwise we're going to end up with a lot of Cancerians really going through a process of rebellion and literally chucking out the baby with the bathwater. Hell hath no fury and all of that. So what are you welcoming in this week? The Hanged Man. Interesting card to be welcoming in. This is about finding your own peace, but you know, interestingly enough, the Hanged Man can sometimes represent when somebody wants to be a martyr. And with this being the card that you want to welcome in, I kind of feel like you're in a bit of a position now, Cancer, where it's like you're ready to go full steam ahead and let people know and put people on notice and put people on blast. With the Hanged Man being what you're welcoming in, it's basically saying you need to take a bit of more of a thought out approach, and maybe even a bit more of a spiritual approach to this, because it's good to be self-preservational. It's good to stand up for yourself and declare, this is what I want, this is what I need. But the Hanged Man often asks us to wait, because very often it's already on its way to us. If you've made this internal shift and this internal shift switch, as it feels very much to me like you have, you might not even need to verbalize it or go out and start sort of, you know, screaming at people and stuff and saying, this is what I want, and if you don't give it to me, blah, blah, blah. I kind of feel like it's already going to come to you. You're already manifesting it through your energy. This week, try and exercise some patience and allow it to come instead of going out to chase it. That's what you've managed to do, you know, in terms of your, you know, what you're letting go of and leaving it to chance. You've already shifted the energy. So now you just need to, you know, be open enough for it to come into your lifescape. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing week, and I will see you very soon for more videos. Take care.